Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something, well, really fundamental to just about everything we do, understanding and connecting with people.
Absolutely. And we've got a great source for this, the book 25 Ways to Win with People by John C. Maxwell and Dr. Les Parrott.
Right, Maxwell, the leadership expert, and Parrott, the psychologist. Pretty solid combo for this topic.
Exactly. And it's, really practical guide. It lays out 25 strategies. But for this deep dive, we thought we'd focus on seven. Seven that seemed particularly interesting and, importantly, really actionable.
Actionable is key. We want you to walk away with some things you can actually, try out in your own interactions.
That's the goal, to give you some concrete tools from the book, things you can start using, well, maybe even today.
Yeah, not just skimming the surface. We want to pull out those insights you can apply at work, in personal relationships, just anywhere you deal with people. This book really is packed with good stuff.
And what I like is that it's not just theory. Maxwell and Parrott ground these ideas in, real-world examples and observations. Makes them much more useful.
Definitely practical. Okay, so let's jump into the first strategy we picked out. It's called See the World Through Their Eyes.
Sounds simple enough, but what's the real core of it?
Well, fundamentally, it's about empathy, isn't it? Really making an effort to understand someone else's frame of reference, their experiences, their beliefs. They all shape how they see things.
Right.
The book quotes Neil Clark Warren, who basically said, if you want to understand people, you got to understand what they see. It means consciously stepping outside your own viewpoint.
Which is harder than it sounds. We all tend to think our perspective is, well, the normal one.
We do. So how do you actually do it? That's the question.
Yeah, how do you really see through someone else's eyes? One practical thing the book suggests, essentially, is to try and imagine walking a mile in their shoes. Think about their day. What are their pressures? What challenges might they have that you just don't see? What are their hopes, their fears, maybe? Doing that kind of perspective-taking exercise, it really helps you understand why they react the way they do. It's more than just knowing they have a different view. It's trying to, feel it.
That makes sense. It's an imaginative leap, almost emotional. Okay, the next one takes us towards building connections.
Create friendship for others.
This sounds like it's not just about making friends for yourself.
Exactly right. This one is about being a connector, someone who actually helps other people form positive relationships.
Interesting.
The book even brings up Winston Churchill. Not maybe the first person you think of for this, but yeah.
Churchill.
Yeah.
As a connector. How so?
Well, the idea is he brought different people together, fostered a sense of community, even in really tough times, like during the war. He built bridges between people.
So it's about spotting opportunities to link people up, people who might click or help each other out.
Precisely. Think about it. If you introduce two people and they end up collaborating well, or they become good friends, you've sparked something positive that goes beyond just you.
Right. It creates a ripple effect.
Yeah. And it makes you a really valuable person to know in any circle, social or professional. You're someone who strengthens the whole network.
So being a facilitator of friendliness, essentially. Okay, strategy number 3 moves into communication.
Oh, no.
Say the right words at the right time.
This definitely feels like an art form.
Oh, it really is. It highlights that how and when you say something can be just as crucial as what you say.
The book uses that powerful quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, "Speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, to compel." It just underscores the huge potential impact of getting the timing and the tone right.
And we've all been there, right?
Right.
Said the perfect thing, but at completely the wrong moment, and it just falls flat.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Absolutely. You really have to be mindful. What's the context? What's the other person's mood or emotional state right then? What are the dynamics?
Yeah.
Like giving feedback. Even if it's constructive, dropping it on someone right after they've had a major setback, probably not the best time.
No.
Waiting until they're more receptive, when the moment feels right. That makes all the difference. It's about matching the message, the delivery, and the timing.
Okay, that's a crucial one. Number 4 feels really positive.
Purge the dreams of others.
What's the essence of this strategy?
This one taps into just how powerful it can be when you genuinely support someone else's aspirations, believing in what they hope to achieve.
Like being a cheerleader for them.
Kind of, yeah. The book mentions Scott Adams, the Dilbert guy. Apparently, early encouragement for his drawing was really important. It shows how your belief in someone can give them that vital bit of motivation, that confidence to actually go for it.
It's like you're giving them permission, almost, to believe in themselves.
Yeah.
So how can we do this effectively, not just generic praise?
Well, it starts with really listening, hearing their dreams without jumping in with judgment or, reasons why it won't work.
Right.
Then offering specific encouragement, pointing out strengths you see that relate to their dream. Even small things help sharing an article, connecting them with someone who might offer advice, just being a positive force for them.
That feels good, just thinking about doing that for someone. Okay, number 5 is about generosity.
Give credit to others.
This feels so important, especially in team settings or at work.
Mm-hmm.
Building trust.
Totally fundamental. This strategy is all about making sure you acknowledge and, importantly, celebrate what other people contribute.
Mm.
The book actually references Maxwell's other work, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, saying that giving credit where it's due is a key mark of a good leader. It builds huge amounts of trust and respect.
It seems so obvious, but in practice, especially if things are competitive, it's easy to focus on our own part. Why is actively giving credit so vital?
Well, think about how it feels when your effort is seen and genuinely appreciated.
Yeah, it feels great. Motivating.
Exactly. It makes people feel valued, like they belong. That boosts morale, encourages people to work together better, makes the whole team stronger. It's about acknowledging that success is usually collaborative, right?
Right.
And making sure everyone who played a part feels recognized. It builds a much better culture.
A culture of appreciation. Okay, strategy number 6. Offer your best.
What's the main idea behind this one? This is about consistently bringing your unique talents, your best skills, your highest level of effort to your interactions and your work.
So not phoning it in.
Pretty much. The core principle is that when you consistently give your best, you not only get better results yourself, but you also kind of inspire others around you. It makes the whole exchange more meaningful, more impactful.
It's about being fully present and intentional in what you contribute. How does that actually help connect with others better?
When you offer your best work or your best effort, it shows respect. Respect for the task, sure, but also respect for the people involved.
Okay, yeah.
It signals that you're invested, you're committed. That can create a feeling of shared purpose, and it encourages others to bring their best too. Leads to more positive relationships, better outcomes all around.
That makes sense. All right, our final strategy for today, number 7.
Help others do what they cannot do.
This sounds like going beyond just general helpfulness.
It is. It's about the really significant impact you can have when you offer help in an area where someone is genuinely struggling, where they face a real limitation or obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
The book points out that helping someone achieve something they really felt they couldn't do on their own, that creates incredibly strong feelings of gratitude and connection.
So it's about spotting those specific gaps, maybe where you have a skill or knowledge or even just a resource that the other person lacks right then and stepping in.
Exactly that. Identifying those specific challenges and proactively offering your help, it shows real empathy, a real willingness to, go the extra mile for someone.
Yeah.
And those acts of genuine targeted support, they can build really deep bonds. Relationships built on that kind of mutual support and respect are often the strongest.
Wow. Okay, these 7 strategies pulled from 25 Ways to Win with People, they really do offer a powerful toolkit for understanding people better and connecting more effectively.
They really do. And it's interesting how they often work together,
How so?
Well, like if you're really trying to see the world through someone else's eyes, that first strategy, you're naturally going to be more thoughtful about saying the right thing at the right time.
Right.
Or you'll be better placed to understand their dreams and encourage them. They kind of reinforce each other.
That's a great point. So as you, our listener, go about your day, maybe think about which one of these 7 really stands out to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even just picking one and making a conscious effort to apply it, it could genuinely shift things in your interactions.
Yeah, and that leads to a kind of final thought for you to chew on. How might really focusing intentionally on just one of these strategies, maybe giving credit or offering your best or helping someone overcome a hurdle, how might that subtly, or maybe not so subtly, change how people respond to you and how you experience those interactions?
What kind of ripple effect could that one change create?
Exactly. Something powerful to consider about winning with people.